Shalom, everyone. This is Brother Doug. I'm just coming on here to talk about something that's really important right now. A sister of mine in Yahusha actually told me that this Christian YouTuber, RSE, around Saturn's Eye, has been promoting a theology of we don't have to obey any commandments anymore. Pretty much it's heresy and it's doctrine of the anti-Messiah to obey the law of Yahuwah. Okay, this is really bad. You might say, why is this bad? Yada, yada, yada. He's just a YouTuber. But the problem is, around Saturn's Eye, he has a lot of followers. A lot of people are trusting in this guy. I believe this guy has been deceived into what's known as dispensational theology that was promoted way back in the day by you can look this up for yourself on the internet, the Plymouth Brethren, and I'll put this on the comment section for you guys to look up. John Nelson Darby was the guy that promoted it. You can go to my YouTube channel. I did a whole study on dispensationalism and the pre-trib rapture exposed. It's a great study I did that Yahuwah and Yahusha baraked me with a while ago. So if you want to check that out. But I'm just warning people out there, do not fall into this deception. You are not going to be deceived into following the anti-Messiah if you're obeying the Father and the Son. That's a bunch of malarkey. It's retarded, okay? That doesn't even make sense. First of all, yes, Sister Lynette, yeah. Yeah, exactly what the mainstream believes, yeah. Because John Nelson Darby, he lived around, the 1800s and stuff like that, and he pretty much, promoted that stuff. I'm pretty sure C.S. Schofield, another guy, or whatever his name is, C.S. Schofield, who did the Schofield Reference Bible, believed a similar belief. A lot of the Christian theologians want to separate the Brit Hadashah, which is known as the New Covenant, from the Tanakh, or the Pentateuch in Greek, from the Old Covenant, and want to say they only believe in the Elohim of the New Testament, the New Covenant, and they don't believe in the Elohim of the Old Covenant. So the problem with this is there's one Elohim in the Scriptures. There's only one. I'm not going to get into a debate about the oneness with the Father and Son, but all I'm going to let you know is that there's one Elohim in the Scriptures, from the Tanakh to the Brit Hadashah. It's the same Elohim all the way through. So now that I'm done with saying that, but this is just a short live video I want to do to warn y'all about round Saturn Eye. Do not promote his stuff. He's teaching people that obeying Torah is a doctrine of the anti-Messiah, and that people are going to believe in the anti-Messiah when the third temple is built. The anti-Messiah in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 is called the lawless one. So, I mean, just use logical sense. It can't be. Actually, if you believe in a Messiah that's teaching you, you don't have to do anything but make an altar call and you're saved, then, well, you've already accepted the lawless one. So, I truly hope that he repents, and I wrote on his own post. This is not gossip. I went to his own post on his Facebook, and I told him he needs to repent. Matthew 7:13. Oh, no, 7:23. Sorry about that. Matthew chapter 7, verse 23 says, "Depart me, all you workers of lawlessness." That means people that break the law on purpose and don't care, basically. Workers of iniquity, workers of lawlessness. Okay, so obedience is involved in the plan of salvation. Don't let anyone fool you that. But at the same time, you can't work your way to the kingdom. I want to make that straight. I don't believe in a works-based Besorah. I just want to make that clear. Okay, that's where the confusion comes in, because you have people, even in Paul's day, that was putting Torah observance for new converts as a prerequisite to know the whole Torah right away for salvation, instead of trusting Yahusha's sacrifice for salvation. So I want to make that extremely clear. Yahusha's sacrifice, dying and resurrecting, is what gives us salvation, or is what will give us salvation. We who endure to the end shall be saved. That's another thing. None of us are saved right now. Okay, we have to wait until Yahusha comes back. Our salvation is stored for us up in heaven. Peter even talks about this. Kepha talks about this in 1 Peter. Okay, so this is not just Yahusha saying this. All of his disciples agreed that we're still waiting for salvation. So if all you have to do is have an educational belief that he died and rose again to have salvation, and you're saved right now, that you're believing in another Besorah, because it doesn't even equate with what Yahusha said. Okay, obviously and when you believe in Yahusha, you truly trust in him, as the Aramaic uses the word trust in the Aramaic New Testament more times than belief. When you trust him, you're going to do what he says. It's not even a real belief if you say you believe in him, but yet you keep on sinning and you know what you're doing is wrong and you keep doing it. That's just common sense. Okay, that's not even a real trust in Yahusha and in Yahuwah Almighty. So hopefully this helped people escape from the deception that's coming. If you were wondering, my personal opinion, who I think the lawless one actually is, I believe it's Nimrod. I believe he's going to get resurrected, but that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother video. I believe that the first shall be the last. According to the book of Revelation, says that the beast that was and is, but is not, and is yet to ascend out of the bottomless pit. I believe Apollyon is Apollo, aka Nimrod. So that's just my personal opinion, though. From Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. But this video is mainly about getting the truth out there about this guy, Round Saturn I. Please pray for the guy. He might just be deceived. He might not even realize what he's preaching is against the whole word of Yahuwah, Old and New Testament. And he might not even realize it. So please pray for the guy. I'm going to be praying that he repents, that he comes away from this heresy. Thank you for taking the time to listening and watching this little live video I did on Facebook. Shalom, all my brothers and sisters in Yahuwah and Yahusha. Thank you again to Kristen and Bobby for them letting me know about this. Shalom, guys. Have a great new moon day.